Good evening. It's Monday night and it's time for CPS News with Jessy and Brent. News that speaks your language.
Good evening, Vallarta and the entire Bay Area. How you doing tonight? And of course, you've tuned in to CPS News with Jessy and Brent. That's why Jessy and Brent are sitting here. And it's the news that speaks your language. How you doing? How was your weekend, Jessy?
I'm doing great. My weekend was good, except for a little detail. You know, my husband's got the dengue. It got to our house. Oh, so I want to say hello to my husband, and I hope you feel better, babe. Mwah.
Yes. Kisses to you too, Ramon. I hope you feel better soon. I know dengue is going around. Our producer also has a case of dengue as well, and he's out. So we've got a team here. We're hanging in there. We're fighting it, and we're going to keep you updated about dengue. But with that, we probably need to get going. You ready for the headlines?
Let's do the headlines.
Let's do the headlines. Let's go.
Puerto Vallarta's Dia de los Muertos festival, Recuérdame, dazzles with vibrant parades, stunning altars, and soulful performances. Stay tuned for the highlights. Taxi troubles in Puerto Vallarta. One local's experience highlights the unpredictable pricing that leaves residents and tourists alike searching for transparency. Stay tuned to find out more. Puerto Vallarta's Art Walk returns. Stroll through downtown galleries every Wednesday for a night of art, wine, and culture. Discover what makes this event a local favorite. A Swim with a Cause. Nado por las Ballenas raises funds to rescue whales and protect marine life in Bahía de Banderas. Learn how one swimmer is making waves for conservation. Find out more about these stories, Laura's Leisure List, and much more on CPS News Tonight with Jessy and Brent.
Okay, here we go. In our first story tonight, Puerto Vallarta's Dia de los Muertos festival brought the city to life this weekend with dazzling altars, parades, performances. Now, stay tuned to see how this beloved tradition unfolded as Maria shares the details in our very first story tonight.
This past weekend, Puerto Vallarta's Dia de los Muertos festival, Recuérdame, lit up the city with vibrant celebrations that honored Mexico's beloved tradition. Festivities kicked off Thursday night with the unveiling of a stunning 28-meter-tall Catrina on the Malecón, accompanied by a new mascot, a dog. At 6 p.m., the Plaza de Armas came alive with beautifully crafted altars, including a permanent tribute to Puerto Vallarta's founder, Don Guadalupe Sanchez, in the square's gazebo. In the evening, the crowd enjoyed a variety of performances, including gymnasts and a tasting of pan de muerto, courtesy of Chef Pablo Diaz and his students. A saxophonist filled the Malecón with soulful music, ending the night on a high note. On Friday, events shifted to Isla de Cuale with the Isla de los Muertos festival, where a literary gathering on life and death captivated audiences. Fans of the movie Coco enjoyed a lively show at Los Arcos, followed by the renowned Jutla Ballet, which wowed the audience with their folk dance at Lázaro Cárdenas Park. Saturday brought the Gran Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead parade, stretching from Medina Asensio Avenue to the Malecón. Later, a Catrina contest at Los Arcos showcased incredible costumes, while visual projections mesmerized viewers on the Cuale Cultural Center's grounds. The celebration wrapped up Sunday evening with the musical show Ahí Viene la Muerte, or Here Comes Death, featuring vocalists from Ala's School of Song, and guided cemetery tours offered a reflective close to a memorable festival. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Now get ready for a high-energy race in Bahía de Banderas, a special jump boot event. This really sounds like a sport from the future, right? It promises fitness and fun for all ages. Here is Brent to tell us all about jump booting.
Thanks, Jessy. And yeah, excitement is taking a literal bounce as Bahía de Banderas on Friday, November 8th at 4:30 is going to be bringing together the community, and we're going to be lacing it up for a unique kind of race. It's from the Technological University of Bahía de Banderas to FIBA Beach. Participants are going to strap on rebound high-energy footwear that's known for major jumping height. And in a really nice twist, children with disabilities are going to join in on this run, proving this isn't just a race, but really a celebration for everyone. These were originally designed for rehab, and these boots offer about 80% less joint impact and can burn up to 800 calories in an hour. Wow. And really give a feel-good endorphin boost as you're jumping around. Even if you don't have the boots, come on out, cheer along the route, and learn more about this energetic and fun fitness trend that the whole community is just getting on top of. All right, big thanks to Fernando Bojorquez for sharing this uplifting, get it? Uplifting story.
Sounds pretty fun, Brent, and what a great cause as well. But next up, the direct flight we've talked about a few times in our newscast is finally here, the Prague PV charter flight. And here's Joe with the details on how you can satisfy your craving for goulash, potato soup, and even some pork knuckle.
Puerto Vallarta's international profile just got a major boost with a new direct flight connecting the city to Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic. Each Tuesday, a charter operated by German-based DER Touristic will bring European tourists straight to the shores of Puerto Vallarta, a first-of-its-kind connection set to run through April 2025. The inaugural flight touched down at 4 p.m., welcomed with festive mariachi music and a cocktail reception at Gustavo Diaz Ordaz International Airport. The 402 travelers on board were greeted by local officials and representatives from the Czech Embassy, including Jesus Alberto Chavez of the Federal Aviation Agency and Luis Villaseñor from Puerto Vallarta's Tourism Board. DER Touristic aims to bring in visitors not only from Prague, but from major cities across Central Europe, including Germany, Poland, Slovakia, and Austria. To accommodate these guests, 19 top hotels in Puerto Vallarta have partnered with the tour operator to showcase the region's attractions, from sun-drenched beaches to rich cultural experiences. Airport Director Christian Jose Amador says Puerto Vallarta's airport is on track to handle even more passengers, with plans for a new terminal by 2026, expecting a significant increase from the 6.7 million travelers welcomed in 2023. Luis Villaseñor concluded, quote, "With this new European connection, we are excited to share the beauty, warmth, and culture of Puerto Vallarta with even more visitors," end quote. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
So I've got at least one friend here, and he's actually been on this newscast before, who is actually from Prague, and I'm sure he wants to take advantage of that flight or at least have someone smuggle him in some pork knuckle. Okay, now here's a word from one of our sponsors.
For premium quality and style, Cerámicas Exclusivas is your top choice. With over 70 Castel floor models ready for immediate delivery, now is a perfect time to elevate your project with unbeatable quality and price. Sign up for our monthly newsletter for the latest deals and inspiration. Visit us at Federación 390, Paseos Universidad Ixtapa, or go online, cerámicasexclusivas.com. Give your space that unique touch with Cerámicas Exclusivas.
Next up, unpredictable taxi fares in Puerto Vallarta are nothing new and leaving residents and tourists frustrated. Find out why fare transparency has become a hot topic again. Here's David with the details you will want to know.
In Puerto Vallarta, taxis are a convenient way to get around for many residents and visitors opting to live without a car. Though generally reliable, one recent outing highlighted a common issue: unpredictable pricing. After meeting a friend at the cruise terminal, one local passenger decided to walk to Chedraui to avoid the higher prices of the terminal's authorized taxis. Yet, the quotes from regular yellow taxis ranged wildly, from 300 to 400 pesos for a short ride to the Malecon, which usually costs around 120 pesos. Determined to get a fair rate, the passenger eventually found a driver quoting 80 pesos and rewarded him with a generous tip for his honesty. These discrepancies underscore a wider issue. Official taxi syndicate fare sheets do exist, with prices based on regional zones across the city: 50 pesos within a region, 100 pesos for interregional trips, and increasing amounts for longer distances. But outdated pricing sheets make it difficult for passengers to know what's reasonable, leaving room for wildly varied quotes. For a quick comparison, many check Uber, which often shows lower prices, sometimes just slightly less than taxi fares, but occasionally far less below. In one case, a ride quoted at 300 pesos by a taxi was only 90 pesos on Uber. For residents and tourists alike, fare transparency could go a long way in providing peace of mind on daily commutes without surprises. Joe Wasik, CPS News.
So I personally feel that pain for sure. And when we use an Uber, when we're not driving our Jeep around, sometimes it would be just great to hop into the local nearest cab around me. But unfortunately, we've experienced a lot of these same issues living here for years. And it's inconsistent or increased pricing. And even when we're speaking in our slightly broken Spanish, it's still happening. So we're all hoping that someday there can be a resolution to this practice. It's not just here, it's in many places in the world. Okay, now a bit of a downer story, of course. Here's David with our next story, which is really very important for our community.
Tragedy struck Puerto Vallarta's Municipal Traffic Department early last Monday as Officer Jonathan Ruben Diaz, a 26-year-old on duty, was fatally struck by a speeding vehicle. Around 4:30 a.m., Officer Diaz was patrolling near the airport's taxi entrance when a car traveling at high speed collided with him and left the scene. Emergency responders transported him to a nearby hospital, but his injuries proved fatal a few hours later. Later that afternoon, family, friends, and colleagues gathered at the police academy under the midday sun to pay tribute to Officer Diaz, remembered for his commitment and dedication to the community. Authorities have detained the driver, Nestor Vicente, who was apprehended after a brief pursuit. The case is now at the prosecutor's office, with potential charges relating to excessive speed and alcohol consumption under investigation. In the wake of Officer Diaz's passing, concerns among municipal officers about the lack of life insurance have come to light. In response, Puerto Vallarta's mayor assured the public that officers are not left unprotected. The mayor explained that an agreement is in place offering a financial safety net equivalent to life insurance through a compensation of 2,000 measurement and update units in case of an officer's death, which helps reduce annual public spending on insurance policies. Following the tribute, Officer Diaz's remains were taken to the cemetery, where fellow officers pledged to honor his memory. With information from Guadalupe Arce, David Herchak, CPS News.
Officer Diaz's tragic passing highlights the dedication of Puerto Vallarta's municipal officers as the community mourns the loss of a committed public employee. Now let's focus on your health for a minute, and it's with our sponsor, of course, Hospital Hoya. Are you prioritizing your health and your well-being? Seize the opportunity to safeguard your wellness at Hospital Hoya, where a comprehensive range of services awaits you. Thorough medical checkups, advanced laboratory and imaging facilities, expert consultations with specialized physicians, and of course, around-the-clock emergency care with state-of-the-art intensive care and pediatric units alongside various other amenities. For further details or to schedule an appointment, just reach out to them at 322-266-1010 or 322-226-8181. Stay updated on promotions and exclusive offers just by following their social media profiles. Remember, your health and the health of your loved ones is paramount with Hospital Hoya, who is your trusted partner in health.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even ask you how was your weekend
You
because
did
we got,
forget.
talking about my husband's dengue.
Well, that's important. And I even threw him kisses. So we're okay. I'm sure he loves that, by the way.
I'm sure.
No, my weekend was really great. The Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, I find it so special here. And when we lived in Merida and the culture and the way the community comes together, I just think it's really great. And of course, the Katrina down there is just amazing. So
I know.
Thanks for
with
asking.
With its pet and all, it was wonderful.
Absolutely. So with that, we got to go away for just a minute for a commercial. So stick with us. Stick with CPS News, the news that speaks your language. Welcome back again. It's still me and Jessy right here with you, and thanks for sticking with us after the commercials. Little tease for what's coming up. We've got a story about preserving our bay and the wildlife. The whales are already coming back, so that's really important. The Art Walk has returned, which is an amazing free event everybody loves. And the next story we're going to cover is going to be iguanas training for basketball in the sand. I might have you confused on that one. I got you confused on that one for sure.
Iguanas, really?
I mean, it sounds amazing. They're just on the sand. I mean, I don't even know if you can bounce a basketball. These iguanas are very talented, but you're going to find out more, and we'll have the actual details just coming up next.
The Iguanas basketball team of Puerto Vallarta is stepping up their game with a unique and intense training routine on the beach as they gear up for the tournament's second round. Known for their hard work on the court, the Iguanas are now taking advantage of Puerto Vallarta's natural setting to boost their strength, stamina, and team cohesion. Training on the sand adds a new level of physical challenge, with every step demanding more due to the sand's resistance. A player shared, quote, "It's a tough environment, but it's helping us build strength and resilience, which will be essential for the next stage of the tournament," end quote. This focused beach training is a significant change from their regular court routines, designed to sharpen their performance and ensure they bring their best to the upcoming games. With their eyes set on advancing further in the competition, the Iguanas are committed to showing their fans a whole new level of energy and dedication on the court. With information from Fernanda Boricas, David Herchak, CPS News.
Let's see what our cool pirate friends have to say. Arr.
Hope you enjoyed those pirates. We always have a good time with them. Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's the segment we do that we find fun, and Jessy sends me like this on the day stuff, which is kind of cool. And hopefully you guys find it fun too. If not, let us know.
Enjoy them.
So on this day, it's actually Fill Your Staplers Day. Have you filled your stapler?
What? Do I even have staplers still?
I don't even know. It's Fill Your Stapler Day. It's also King Tut Day. So like you got to, come on, don't leave me hanging. There you go, little King Tut. Walk like an Egyptian. Huh? It's also National Chicken Lady Day. I don't know what that means, but I know you're watching Chicken Lady. I hope you're having a good day on your day.
Who's the Chicken Lady?
I don't know. Write in, please, if you're the Chicken Lady. And then lastly, it's National Skeptics Day, but I'm not really so sure about that one.
Oh.
That's pretty bad.
That's a good joke.
What do you got? Yeah, it's great. I know.
But you know what? There is two things that I'd like to tell you.
Yes.
The first is that we have a website now. Yes, Jessy and Brent have a website. If you want to check it out, look for it on the scroll under the screen. And the second thing that I want to tell you is that guess who's back?
It's the return of
Laura's
Leisure List.
Get ready for what's happening this week with Laura's Leisure List.
I'm excited to share this week's list of awesome events in Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas. Join us on Sunday, November 10th at 4 p.m. for the second Sunday's concert series at Christ Church by the Sea in Puerto Vallarta. Enjoy a solo piano performance by Teresa Kelly featuring classical and pop pieces along with talented musicians from Club Vallarta. Admission is free and donations will go towards supporting music education at Club Vallarta. Don't miss this inspiring afternoon of music. From November 7th to 9th, the UTMB World Series returns, bringing elite athletes from around the globe to conquer breathtaking routes through the Sierra Madre and Bay of Banderas. Whether it's the 147-kilometer Wixarica or the 8-kilometer Areno climb, this event promises to thrill. Visit the official UTMB Puerto Vallarta website for more info. Don't miss it. Get ready, food lovers! Puerto Vallarta's 29th International Gourmet Festival is heating up from November 7th to 17th. This year, 24 local restaurants and over 50 chefs from around the globe are coming together for an unforgettable culinary experience. Enjoy highlights like the chef's tables, a vibrant culinary safari, and a special pink dinner for the LGBTQ+ community. Don't miss the Roaring 20s opening night at Tierra Luna Gardens, complete with fireworks. Reservations are open, so grab your spot now for this delicious start to the high season. Bon appetit! Show us your talent and win 20,000 pesos. Do you have a unique talent that deserves to be in the spotlight? Whether you sing, dance, juggle, do magic tricks, or have a hidden talent that wows the crowd, we want to see it. We are excited to announce open auditions for our upcoming Variety Talent Show, where you have the chance to showcase your skills and compete for the grand prize of 20,000 pesos. Finalists will be chosen to perform live at our audition shows, where our audience and judges will vote for the top talents. So do you think you can rise? Join us for November 23rd, 2024 for the fashion show and buffet lunch benefiting Toys for Tots Puerto Vallarta at Marina Club de Golf. Doors open at 11:30 a.m. and tickets are 800 pesos. Enjoy a stylish show, delicious buffet, and support a great cause. Donate a new toy or gently used clothing for a chance to win prizes. Get your tickets at Whiskey Kitchen, Deja Nu, Nacho Daddy, or Extreme Performance. Don't miss this chance to give back to the local kids while enjoying a fabulous day. That was this week's list of great events coming soon. Now back to you guys for more news.
Imagine a place where control is at your fingertips. Control the lights with the push of a button. Start your day by brewing coffee and awakening your senses. Relax in the jacuzzi. Manage the curtains, cameras, and alarm system effortlessly. Your favorite music plays in every corner. Experience the perfect temperature year-round. Instantly enjoy home cinema. Transform your home into an oasis of tranquility with Control Home. Discover more on our website today. Savvy Control Home, simply simplified.
Well, thank you again, Laura, and welcome back. And those are some really cool events. Now, in one of our headline stories, the return of one of the best free things you can do in our downtown Puerto Vallarta area is here. And yeah, it's the return of the weekly art walk. I love that. It's such a great thing. And here's Joe with all the details.
A vibrant celebration of art and culture started last Wednesday, October 30th, as Puerto Vallarta's historic downtown district welcomes the 28th annual Caminata del Arte, or Art Walk. Every Wednesday from October through June, from 6 to 10 p.m., 19 participating galleries open their doors for an enchanting evening where art lovers can explore, admire, and acquire exceptional works from talented local and international artists. Abraham Valle, a representative of Corsica Gallery and spokesperson for the event, emphasized that this year's Art Walk brings a showcase of top-tier collections, featuring painting, sculpture, ceramics, engraving, and more. Often, guests can enjoy complimentary wine and canapes while having the opportunity to speak with the artists in a relaxed, welcoming environment. Valle encouraged residents and visitors alike to participate, noting, quote, "This event isn't only for tourists. Gallery visits offer a feast for the eyes and enrich our artistic sensibilities," end quote. A key cultural initiative, the Art Walk has also become a vital contributor to Puerto Vallarta's local economy. Quote, "The Art Walk is a great economic driver for the downtown area," end quote, Valle said. Each week, the event draws foot traffic that supports restaurants, shops, and other businesses in the area, end quote. Organizers are working to create an even more pedestrian-friendly experience this year by making the bustling Leona Vesario Street temporarily pedestrian-only during event hours, allowing for seamless access to the galleries and enriching visitors' enjoyment. The event is free of charge and allows attendees to visit multiple galleries within walking distance, creating a dynamic and engaging evening filled with art and community spirit. Highlights among the participating galleries include Corsica, Omar Alonso, Atelier 2020, Collectica, and Barcelona Tapas, among others. The Art Walk will continue each week until June 25, 2025, offering both locals and tourists a unique, immersive journey through the best of Puerto Vallarta's artistic talent. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Besaril, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Fun and so great for all of those businesses. Okay, so let's move on to our final story of the evening. It's our yearly swim for the whales, and here's David to share the details with you.
Each year, over 300,000 whales, dolphins, and porpoises fall victim to entanglements and collisions with boats. Determined to make a difference, open water swimmer and environmental advocate Stephanie Moreno Bending has launched the Nado por las Ballenas, or Swim for the Whales, initiative, which has raised over 750,000 pesos toward its 1 million peso goal for 2024. Aimed at protecting marine life in Bahía de Banderas and across the Mexican Pacific. In a recent press conference, Moreno shared that last winter the initiative contributed to the rescue of 10 entangled whales. This year, Swim for the Whales hopes to fund at least 6 more rescues as these majestic creatures return to the region. In a feat to support the cause, Moreno swam an impressive 127-kilometer course over 6 days off the coast of Puerto Vallarta, an event that gathered 1,300 participants from 11 countries and over 80 organizations. Last year, she completed a 37.5-kilometer swim from the Marietas Islands National Park to Playa Las Gemelas in just over 14 hours. Funds raised will go toward implementing comprehensive strategies for the conservation of humpback whales and marine ecosystems. These efforts include monitoring and removing ghost nets, reducing vessel whale collisions, supporting safe whale watching practices, and planting 1,000 coral fragments in the Marietas Islands National Park. The initiative also involves educational programs for local children, empowering them to champion environmental conservation. Supported by the Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas Business Association, Nado por las Ballenas invites everyone to help conserve marine life in this biodiversity-rich region. To donate or show support on social media, visit fanor.org or nadoporlasballenas.org. Together, we can make a lasting impact on our oceans. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, David Herchak, CPS News.
Man, I really love that story. We covered it last year as well, and I just love how this community really embraces like the sea life here and protecting the ocean, because not the whole world's like that.
No, it's not. So thank you for everyone, that have helped out to this whale people or any of the other ones. There's the trash people, the people that pick up trash. We also had the trash fishing tournament not very long ago, so that's awesome. Thank you for everything that you guys do.
Yeah, we're releasing turtles. We're just having a great time. We're always doing something good for the community, and we're always going to tell you about it. And feel free to message us on our hotline or on the website if you want to know how to get involved with any of those. But sadly, this is the end of our newscast today. I know you're very sad. To all those with dengue, hope you get better soon. You know who you are. And of course, tune in again next week, and we'll have more CPS news, the news that speaks your language,
next Monday.
Yep,
so stay tuned.
Have a great night, everybody.
That was CPS News with Jessy and Brent. Thanks for watching, and search us on YouTube.